Ryan.
Hey.
Take it away.
Hey, guys. It's Ryan Eliopoulos. So, during Secret... Hey, I'm great, thanks. I don't know. That was me. I don't know why I'm here.
I said, who are you?
Oh, I'm Taskmaster. Hey, guys. My name's Ryan Eliopoulos, and I picked a book called Taskmaster, actually, it's not a colon. Unthinkable. So, it's written by Fred Van Lente, and the art is by a guy just named Paolo. Like Madonna, but Paolo.
All right.
He's a really good artist. So during Secret Empire, you guys got introduced just a little bit to Taskmaster, who's like a quirky mercenary who has some
kidding me?
super cool
I met him
abilities.
first in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, it makes me more mad he's not an Infinite now.
Oh, yeah, he's not DLC, probably.
Gross. Anyway, okay. Taskmaster, he's a mercenary. He has photogenic reflexes or whatever it's called. Photogenic copycat ability.
Photogenic memory.
Photogenic memory. So if he sees you do a cool dance move, he memorizes it. He sees you do a fight move, he's got to memorize. He's the perfect assassin, right?
Give me 5 minutes in YouTube search.
If you need a guitarist for your 1987 synth band, you've got it, girl.
There's a lot of great scenes in this.
This
book.
is a really legitimately funny book. It's
also really heartfelt.
Yes, and that's why I really like it, because I think it balances it, or it gives you a laugh and then it punches you in the stomach really well. So Taskmaster, this is in 2011. Funny enough, he's also working for Steve Rogers in a weird way, but not in a way you think, because he has some mind problems, some memory problems. So every time he gains a new ability, he has to flush something out of his brain, basically, right? So this whole book, it's kind of hard to talk about because it's kind of spoilery, because the plot itself is like this organization's out to get him. It's basically John Wick. The script of John Wick 2 is like a bunch of assassins are out to kill John Wick. A bunch of evil people, Hydra, the trench coat mafia.
The Secret Empire.
The Secret Empire. You got a whole bunch of cool bad guys.
Nobody expects the Inquisition.
The Black Chopper, Secret Empire, Trench Coat Mafia, Legion of the Living Lightning, Militiamen, Sons of the Serpent. That's why I love this book, because I forgot about all these guys.
And the Inquisition.
The Militiamen, who are just dudes from the Revolution. That's hilarious. They got wigs on. So there's a $1 billion hit on Taskmaster. Because he's now working for top cop Steve Rogers. Or is he? We don't really know, but it's...
Neither does he.
Neither does he.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
So he meets up with this like waitress. Like, it's kind of weird. At the beginning, like, he just picks her up and, they go on this road trip because she gets involved, and he goes to this diner because it's his memory spot. It's where he goes because it's the one thing he could remember. It's like the one good spot he has, right? They all come after him, and he goes on this wacky adventure, and...
wacky doesn't even begin
even
to describe this adventure.
No.
Don de los Muertos?
Yeah, the Don of this Mexican cult is actually like a white dude. It's pretty good.
What was when they're flying, and it's just like, I don't trust that you know how to fly a plane. Oh, shut up, let me watch.
Oh yeah, just like, let me watch a YouTube video.
Let me watch this YouTube video.
It's like he didn't have enough time.
And he's about to, and then he's like, trust me.
And the next panel, it crashes the plane.
It crashes the plane.
I want people to read this book, so I'm not going to get too spoilery, but there's a lot of twists and turns, and like people who they aren't who they say they are, and you learn stuff about Taskmaster's past, and like some really crazy stuff happens with his memory where he like loses like someone very important to him, and like that final issue. I think that final scene at the very end is like really powerful. I think it's really good stuff.
This is a hard book to find right now. It's not in print.
Yeah, I can't believe I got it. I don't know where I got it.
So I do recommend that you read this book because it puts an interesting period on the character.
Yeah,
like you get something of this character that I never expected. It's a lot like Jerry Duggan's Deadpool.
Yeah,
where Deadpool would be, you'd see Deadpool
like being the wacky guy,
and then there would be the original Sin issues where his daughter shows up and is like really heartfelt and really intense. I haven't read it, but there's apparently a couple of issues where he does an adventure with Wolverine and Captain America, and the ending is apparently super gut wrenching.
Oh.
My Chris was talking to me about it once, and I tried to get to pry it out because I really wanted to know. Yeah. But I have to read it,
of course.
So it's a lot like that, where this character is really goofy, and you expect him to be funny.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, and
just like Spider-Man.
There is a lot of humor in this book, but it's super sad. The ending made me cry.
That's the main reason I really wanted you guys to read it, because I think it ends really strong. And if it didn't have that ending, I don't think it would still be a fun book, but it wouldn't be the book that it turned into, because it kind of is like a full circle back to the very first page of like Taskmaster, he goes to this
Payphone.
Payphone. I couldn't even think of it because we don't have him anymore. He goes to a payphone and he talks about how his finger just does the reflexes of dialing the number to the organization because that's what he's known his whole life. And he doesn't remember how it happens. He just answers. He calls a number and he gets the mission, right? And all that stuff with who his operator is and who he really works for and how he used to be a SHIELD agent and all this weird stuff. And is he still a SHIELD agent? He doesn't even know, maybe. All this stuff is twisty and turny, and it ends very, very satisfactory where he can just go and be the Taskmaster that we're used to, but you have an entire different view of this character now because of it. So when I'm reading Secret Empire, I'm imagining all this stuff. Like, so where does like Mercedes fit into this? And is he in contact with Nick Fury at all? Like, of course he's probably not because it's not related.
Right.
But like, it gives you depth to a character that was kind of just a fun character. Now he's like an actually like good character.
No, there's one thing I really want to mention about this book is the art. Now, Taskmaster, as you mentioned, Ryan, he has photogenic memory. He can, if he sees you do something, he memorizes it and has it mastered.
Oh yeah, this is awesome,
One of the
dude.
best things about this is that when he does, like when he throws a shield or when he whips his chain or he uses a sword, and just to kick ass and take names, instead of seeing the way that Palo does it, is that it's like a orangish flashback of the character he learned it from, but it's
like it's a picture in picture, basically.
Yeah, it's a picture in a picture. It covers Taskmaster, but like when he throws a chain, it's Spider-Man whipping his web instead of Taskmaster doing a chain, or it's him throwing a shield like Captain America.
If he's gonna stab someone, it's like. It's the outline of him, but it's the focus of Elektra doing it. Like he incorporated from Elektra.
When he chops off the Yakuza's finger in the second page.
The final battle with the red shirt, the Uber.
Okay, so I wanted to get into this.
This is the funniest thing.
I have it. So the main bad
I knew you
guy,
would like it.
The main bad guy of this story. So he says, all under my leadership, red shirt, the Uber henchman.
Yeah, but what's his organization called, dog?
So then it does this. Then it does this really cool 3x12, 3x4 paneling of just this guy like snickering about this terrible name because red shirt.
Not because of red shirt, but also the name of the organization.
No, but he's just like, do you know what red shirt means on TV? I don't watch TV. You watch Hulu. Same thing.
It's like, I see you. I saw you watch Hulu and YouTube. You know what a red shirt is. Don't deny. It's still television.
That's really
we
good.
don't find out the organization name until the last issue.
No, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Because
it was right before
it's actually
that scene.
It's on that page, and it's there.
He says it right before.
Let me see.
I'll save it for you, but it's really good. It's like
oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Soon, the Minions International Liberation Front.
Great name.
MILF.
Yep. What does he say? It's like, we fight for MILF, and he's like, oh, now I get it.
No, he doesn't even. He's just like. Let me
say like, oh, I didn't say it out loud.
He says, into the hands of the Minions International Liberation Front. Follow, red shirt men. The future belongs to MILF. And then some dude in the background just goes, oh, God.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And of course, that one minion that you talked about earlier where he's snickering and then the red shirt.
Oh, I'm going to die, aren't I?
Yeah. He's
you're gonna kill me,
is that
aren't you?
funny? He's just like explains like, dude, this is stupid. And he just stares and I was like, you're going to kill me now, aren't you? Just chops his head off.
Yeah. The scene with the Don where like the Don kills like his guitarist because he was like he was like a spy.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, why did I kill my guitarist? I have a performance. And Taskmaster's like, yo, dog, just give me 20 minutes on a YouTube video and I got you. And he performs in like a cover band and like
a 1987
it's so fun.
Casio electric guitar.
It's super fun. And like what Ben was talking about with like the references of the different characters that he's taking from, the final battle against the red shirts, the Uber henchmen, has like the best page in this book is him using, so he's losing. Taskmaster is losing this fight. Spoiler alert, I guess. The red shirt Uber henchman is kicking his ass. And he's like, you don't have enough memories to like at one at a time. You're like, you got to bring everything at me. And he brings everything at him and he can't handle it and he gets his ass kicked. But in the end, like that makes Taskmaster like.
No, the last, he absorbs another.
He absorbs the.
He absorbs. Don't hold on. Don't tell me.
It's not like we read this before we started the show.
I read this a couple days ago, bro.
No, I mean, he absorbs. I don't want to spoil it.
No, yeah. Is it?
Because he absorbs one last power.
Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, of course. And then he absorbs just enough power to get rid of the one thing that was really keeping him like himself.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome because he gave up this memory to protect this thing. and it's so sad. That's it. The final page, man. It's like one of my favorite final pages.
I was really happy that you I'm glad this.
Spoiler. I forced them to read this book today because this is a book I did not. I'm not going to let this one go. Another one I can get past.
Because I was after Secret Empire. I was looking forward to reading more Taskmaster, and the fact that you picked this was really happy.
I am glad I now know more about Taskmaster as actually read him than just see him as one of the random Marvel characters in a video game.
Yeah,
because Taskmaster for me now is like, okay, this Marvel character is actually really cool, and I want to read more.
And he this is the only time he's ever had his own book, and it's 4 issues, and he always shows up as just
not the only time. There was one in 2004.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna find it.
Only reason why I know that is because when I was searching for this, I found that.
Gotcha. Well, I'm actually going to look that up then if it's in print. Yeah. But I looked up what this other artist did, Palo did, and Palo did some Moon Knight, baby. And I read some Moon Knight. That's pretty good.
Love me some Moon Knight.
All right.
And Moon Knight's in this.
Yeah. He's part of the Secret Avengers. Yeah. That's some Remender.
There's another Ant-Man that you're probably if you only seen the Ant-Man movie, you're not going to know who this character is, but he's the third Ant-Man.
That's Black Ant. It's a team up. It's Eric so good. O'Grady. Guys, if you guys want a good fun book with a little bit of heart, check out Taskmaster Unthinkable.
Heavily recommend.
Oh yeah.
From all of us, I think.
Most definitely.
Yeah. All right, that'll do it.
Excelsior.
Especially if you're a main of Taskmaster in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I keep forgetting he's in that game.
And so do I.
I'm even more mad.
I always forget because whenever I have just like random all matches with Fanny and I get one of us gets Taskmaster, I'm like, oh yeah, he's in there. Oh.